When I'm doing this shit, man, my heart's pounding 100 miles an hour, and
You just can't beat it.
I thought I could fly, man.
The whole adrenaline thing, even getting hurt.
There's no glory without pain, you know? Guess you could say I'm an adrenaline freak.
Feet first at more than 70 miles an hour. Channel 7's Michael Finney is going to show us.
36-year-old Alan Bradley was trying to beat the land luge speed record of 78.4 miles per hour. But instead of landing in the record books, he landed here, SF General Hospital. His right leg broken, his back compressed and shattered.
I launched the luge through the air, and when I landed back on the ground, rather than coming down straight alongside the cars, the luge decided to steer into the cars.
Bradley was going an estimated 70 miles per hour when he hit. Now, after going through all of this, you might think Bradley would be ready to call it quits. Well, you'd be wrong.
I'll be right back up on that same hill, and I will set the record on that hill.
What drives the obsession to go fast, jump high, and pull off big moves in surfing, skating, and snowboarding?
You wake up in the morning and you're so excited, you don't want to take time to go eat breakfast. You just want to get your board, get your trunks on, and get out there in the water.
You're pushing the limits. I think it's that speed, that adrenaline that keeps me coming back.
Can't stop skating, man.
Just the challenge. Your friends drive you real hard.
Yeah, that's what it is with friends.
You can go bigger than you can do on anything else, faster. Basically fly. It's great. I want to grab the nose of my board and tweak that thing out method style. That's what I really want to do.
The incredible rush that athletes feel in flatboard sports comes at the expense of personal safety.
The big thing in surfing is to get locked in the green room or the tube, and when they're in there with a leash, the board's in there with them, and they get thrown around, and sometimes they get hit with a board.
And I've been hit by my board, had a couple broken teeth.
Broke my ankle area. I couldn't walk on my foot for a year.
I broke my finger.
I've been hit in the head a couple times.
The leash wrapped around my neck. 12 stitches on my back, 3 in my head, and 7 in my lip.
Whacked me on my head, and I blacked out. My brother took me out of the water.
Hard flip in the pyramid, landed flatland, jammed my knee. So it's pretty swollen up right now. I've definitely cracked my head a few times, had a few scars and stuff like that, but it's all good.
And if you look at my pinky right here, see that? I broke it skateboarding.
It doesn't really bring me down, you know? You just want to do it again and again and again until you just completely land it every time. Then it's just sick with it when there's just tons of people and everybody's like, yeah! It drives me farther and harder. Next time when I get a little better or something, I'll fucking 360 flip these stairs or something.
I tried to 360 off a pretty big jump, and I just went up too fast. The first thing that hit was my face, like right on the hard snow. And I remember just trying to sit up, and it was all hard, and then feeling my face all warm, and I touched it with his hand, and it was all bloody, and my jacket was all bloody. Busted my nose up pretty good.
Crashed quite a few times. I got a light concussion, strained the ligaments in my knee, tweaked my ankle, kind of like did a light sprain through my boots.
Just kind of a fracture of the head.
My first time ever trying a 180, I landed on my hand, and I bent my hand all back, and I broke like the 2 fingers and then kind of the palm. That hurt.
What keeps these radical athletes coming back to their sports despite injury after injury?
Drive you to go back is those learning new tricks or doing terrain that you screwed up on, but you want to come back and try it again.
When you just stick it and land, it's just like, oh, I did it, you know? And you conquer that goal, and you just move on to the next thing.
Fuck, I screwed up again. But I don't know, you just get up and do it again, man, until you land it.
Safety last.
I try not to be scared. It's what makes you fall.
You know, I didn't think of the pain. I just thought, oh shoot, I gotta keep skating.
You know, for sure. Because you just try it over and over and over, you know, and you beef it a million times. And once you stick it, you're like, yeah, right on.
There's no glory without pain, you know?
The rush of adrenaline. The feeling of staring death square in the eye and not flinching. Conquering fears and achieving personal goals are all factors that push these radical athletes to the limit.
Done some stuff when I lived in Tahoe, like technical terrain that I did that I thought I saw my life flash before my eyes.
This is just the way for me to be happy.
Friends of mine that have gone out have hit days where surfing is definitely better than sex.
I'm gonna continue to do it as long as I can until I break myself, breaking an arm, breaking a leg. It's all about wrecking yourself.